and distortions of Islam in the media. And now we're in the offices of the newspaper called the Home News Tribune. And the reason that we're here is they are a media outlet which has done some positive things in trying to correct the misunderstandings and present a proper image about Islam. So I'd just like to welcome our guest, the chief editor. The chief editor.
And I'm the circulation director.
Okay, and what is your name, sir?
Charles Paulino.
Okay, can you tell us a bit about the origins of this newspaper, the Home News Tribune? And then we'd like to talk a bit about the efforts you're making to portray a fair and even image of Islam.
Okay, this newspaper is actually, it's 10 years old. It's the result of a merger of two other newspapers, the Home News of New Brunswick and the News Tribune of Woodbridge, which is about maybe 12 miles northeast of New Brunswick. So for the past 10 years, those two papers, both of which were founded in 1879, have been combined into this newspaper that's now known as the Home News Tribune. This market that we publish in, principally Middlesex County, New Jersey, is very diverse in terms of its population and is growing constantly more diverse. Particularly the growth of people from Asia and South Asia and people from the Spanish-speaking countries has been very, very rapid here in the past decade or 15 years or so. And it's our responsibility to reflect the community that we publish in. And that's a diverse community, and so our coverage has to be diverse. We try to do that in two different ways: to report on the culture of people who come here from different countries and different societies, and also to report on those people as they function day to day in the mainstream of life here in this county. And so we do both of those things. And our attention has particularly been on the Latinos, who are here in great numbers, on people from South Asia, especially India, and on the Muslim community. It used to be, you know, that we thought of ourselves, I've been here for 40 years in these newspapers, we thought of ourselves as, you know, Judeo-Christian. That's what this community was. And it was true, pretty much. It's not true anymore. You know, it's Judeo-Christian, Hindu, Muslim. And so that's the community that we have to show to our readers, because that is the reality.
From your perspective as being involved in the media, do you find that there are media outlets which really are guilty of giving misconceptions and not really being balanced in their coverage and reporting of Muslims and Islam?
What I mostly see in that respect is a neglect of the subject more than misconceptions. Of course, I'm not privy to the media all over the United States, but I see more kind of neglecting the subject than reporting on it in a negative or distorted way. Also, you know, the growth of these demographics differs from place to place in this country. It's not identical everywhere. Here, it was not that many years ago that there was only one mosque in this market, and now there are several. There were no Hindu temples here, I would say, maybe 15 years ago. Now there are several. So that is the life of this community. And our function as reporters, as journalists, is a neutral function. We don't make judgments about people or about cultures. We report the community that is there.
Now, I mean, the effort you're making can be considered quite pioneering, okay? But have you taken any flack or feedback from your community about what you've done here?
Yes, I mean, there has been some negative response, and that's not just because of coverage that we may have given to the Muslim population, but the same thing is true of the coverage that we give to Latinos and the coverage that we give to people from India or from other countries in South Asia. There are always some readers who have a problem accommodating themselves to the change in their neighborhood, and so they don't really like to see it reflected in what they regard as their paper. But of course, that's where the error is, because the newspaper is the newspaper of the whole community, not just of certain people.
Right. This would do. I could. Your name again, sir?
Alan, this is Ami Musharraf.
Okay, assalamu alaikum. I just, for what the newspaper has done here in trying to be fair with the